Hi, good evening. So I'm going to share today the tips on how to learn Korean language or Hangul. So tips on how to learn Korean language or Hangul. So why you learn Korean language? So yes, I love really Korean language. First, I love K-drama. I also love K-pop, some K-pops. And yeah, I wanted to visit in Korea. So yes, I know that you also wanted to visit Korea, same as I am. So yes, so yeah, how to learn Korean language. So first, yes, you can really watch videos. So tutorial videos in YouTube, maybe in YouTube or in Facebook. So any app will do for you to learn Korean. So there are really instructions for you to know on how to write or read Korean language or Hangul. So yes, me as well, I kept on watching videos for me to learn more in Korean. So I'm also learning in Korean language or in Hangul. So yes, you may try that as well to watch videos for you to learn Korean language or Hangul. So the second one, yes, you may use Google. There are a lot of translations that you can really use. So the basic is you know the Korean alphabets. So yeah, you can practice it, practice writing, practice reading the language. So yeah, so practice makes perfect. So yes, you can learn those things. And the third one is, yes, you may really download. I highly suggest to download Korean language app. So in Play Store, you may download. There are really a lot of apps. So on my end, some of the apps are really uninstalled because of the storage of my phone. So, but yes, you may use this one. There are a lot of application for you to learn Korean language. There are also games for listening, for grammar, for writing. So yes, you can really use those apps for you to learn Korean language. Okay, and yeah, so this is what I really do. Watching Korean dramas. So watching Korean dramas, yes, because you will learn how to talk. Yes, so you may imitate. Yeah, you can paraphrase or you can really, copy on how they say it. So yes, that's one way of learning Korean language. So watching K-dramas or Korean movies will do. If you're not that fond of, or you don't want to watch series like, because if for Korean dramas, there are really, mostly it's 16 episodes. So if you are not fond of watching that too long, yeah, but yeah, me, I really love Korean dramas. So yeah, that really helps me for me to learn like basic phrases or sentences, words in Korean language. So yes, it's really so enjoy to watch Korean dramas. You may try. And yes, so have your for your cell phone, or yeah, I have my own Korean language. So I only have two languages in my keyboard, cell phone keyboard. It's English and Korean. So when I post something in Instagram or in Facebook, I see to it that I am using Korean language or Hangul words for me to learn more. So yes, that's one way of learning. Writing, listening. Yes, so whatever you are hearing or music. Yeah, so for you to really to put that in your mind, for you to really learn more, for you to learn Korean language, you have to do this. So yeah, because it will, I mean, yeah, it's like a law of attraction. What you're seeing, what you are listening, what you're talking will attract to you. So if you wanted to learn Korean language, then you will wanted to write, to watch videos, listening music in Korean. So yeah, those are really effective. Okay. So yes, you may also, there are really a lot of tutorials or learning center who are also teaching Korean, but yes, you can really try to, but they will be asking, I mean, there's really no fee this time, so but yeah, you can if you wanted to. If you have extra money, yes, you can really enroll in a learning center. Yes, for the one, they do teach basic Korean language, but yeah, you may still do the self-study. So yes, it is really up to you and how for you to apply your learning. So you can really do self-study. Those, I mean, like you can use the application, you can watch videos, you can, yes, there are really a lot of tutorials. You may buy a book. There are really a lot of things for you to learn in Korean. So you may buy a book. So in National Bookstore, there are a lot. Yes. So yeah, you can personalize yeah, your materials and learning Korean language. So yes, is I can show it to you. I have my own. This being given to me by my friend. It's a fan of Korean language. I have this one. So it's a book. There are a lot of vocabularies in here. So yes, I am watching, or I mean, I'm writing those words. I'm memorizing as well. So yes, before I really tried to have 15 vocabs or vocabulary every day. So I use the one. Remember those things because you cannot form a sentence in Korean language without without having vocabularies. So I highly suggest as well, if you already learned Korean language, so you may familiarize vocabularies. So you will have a lot of, I mean, weapon. So you have a lot of, I mean, the things, I mean, words, I mean, in your vocabularies for Korean words. Okay, so in forming a sentence, so it's easy for you to form a sentence because you have a lot of vocabularies. Okay, so yeah, so there are a lot of things, like if you have a Korean friend, that's really an advantage. So like Christelle Fulgar, so she has a Korean friend, so she has a lot of Korean friends, so it's really an advantage for her to really learn Korean, and she is really fluent in speaking Korean. So yes, I hope that you learned something. So there are a lot of ways for you to learn Korean language. So yeah, what suits you best? Yeah, it's really up to you then. So yeah, so you may first need to watch videos, tutorial videos. Yeah, maybe in Facebook or in YouTube. Use the search engine, the Google. There are a lot of translations. You use that one. You can download Korean apps. There are a lot of Korean apps that you can use for you to learn Korean language. The fourth one is watch Korean dramas or Korean movies, which really helps you for you to learn how to speak, so you can imitate and how they speak the word. Okay, and yes, have your keyboard in the Korean language. So whatever you make, I mean, you will be posting in social media, please use it in Korean language for you to practice. The more you practice, the more you learn. Practice makes perfect. Okay, I hope you're learning something for you to learn Korean language. Like just the basic one. Yeah, like if you will visit in Korea, yes, you will know. Yeah, like the basic 안녕하세요. Yeah, 안녕. So yes, that's it for today, guys. And yeah, 안녕하세요. 안녕. 안녕 for now. 정말고마워요. 감사합니다.